Brighton Music Conference 2015. Right now we're standing outside a little known fact, which is actually the venue where ABBA won the Eurovision Song Contest a long time ago. And I'm with John 00 Fleming, and before we head into the nuptials of questions about this wonderful conference that you've kind of invented, have the Facebook police been onto you about your name yet?
Not yet, but no, they will be now that you've brought it up, and it's going to go viral and I'll get attacked again. Thanks for that.
Why John 00 Fleming? I mean, obviously Ian Fleming, and I mean, did you see yourself as a bit of a James Bond back in the day?
No, I'm really not into it, to be honest. But it was years ago. You know, the rave days. Remember those great rave days? Everyone had to have a rave name, and that was my rave name. And then I decided I need to grow up and be a little bit more mature about these gimmick names. So I put a John on front, in preparation to drop the 00. And then everyone was up in arms to drop the 00. So
I remember it. They were on the streets with placards and everything.
Remember that as well? Yeah, just shortly after the ABBA winning as well.
You've been DJing since '74.
Every time I try and drop it, I kind of think of ahead. You know, musically, I got a bit more of a mature palette, and it doesn't make sense with this gimmick stage name. But I'm stuck with it, and people love it. So
why don't you drop the 00 and just become Mr. John Fleming?
That's even going more towards a Bond theme, isn't it? It's too formal.
Yes.
It's got a ring to it, though. My mum will enjoy it.
Am I correct in coming to the following conclusion that you are actually the main driving force for this whole conference to actually happen?
Yeah, I mean, it was my crazy idea, and I couldn't have done it without Billy and Nicola. And I got frustrated that we have to travel from the UK a long way to go to set up meetings, networking to other countries. And you know, you have those penny drop moments. Why haven't we got some of this on our doorstep? And being from Brighton, I just know this city lends itself towards such an event. You know, I know, look at the character of the buildings, look at the way the lanes is, and this amazing 16th century building. And I had this concept, but of course, you know what it's like. We're an international touring career, been a producer, etc. I just haven't got time to run such a show. So that's when I partnered up with Billy and Nicola, who actually run conferences. They got an eco show, they do golf conferences, various other corporate events. And I just said, listen, I've got this crazy idea. Do you want to help me out with it and come on board? And then they sat, listened, and thought it was a brilliant idea.
And how long ago did you actually come up with this whole plan of doing a conference in Brighton?
It was 4 years ago. So it was 2 years in the making before we launched last year, and here we are in the second year, and it's just grown. As you can see, it's packed in there.
Because I actually remember you at Amsterdam Dance Event, I think 4 years ago, saying, Dave, would you be interested in coming on board? And seeing it now, you must be incredibly proud.
Yeah, because you know, it's like the very beginning. Lucky we know each other and we go back many years. So
we used to have the same car dealership.
We did.
We used to buy cars from the same car dealership back in the day. And the stories we can say about that, but we won't.
No, well, that's for another TV show. It was just challenging trying to get people involved, and like I said, because I know you trusted me. And you did get involved, and I'm so thankful that you did, because without guys like you this wouldn't happen, because no one would take it seriously. And that's the problem we had with year one, but year two has been a completely different ball game. And year three, it's good that we're looking ahead again. Everyone wants a piece of this. They're looking, saying, why weren't we involved in this? And people are trying to set up meetings with us now, this week, and want to lock things down for year three already.
Well, good luck. Thanks very much for your time. I'm not going to keep you away from networking and doing all the things you wish you could do in Brighton, even though you're not really from Brighton, are you?
Worthing. It counts, so.
Because he actually gets lost whenever he drives from Worthing. It's like, yeah, I'll be there in a minute, and then he always gets lost. He can't actually find himself a parking spot or anything. In fact, he's getting a motorhome because he gets so lost in Brighton that actually sometimes he can't actually make it home in time, and he needs to stay here. Is that correct?
Yeah, because it gets quite dangerous when you're on the side of the road and it's cold, and you're in Brighton and you can't find Worthing, which is only 10 minutes away. I really realised I had to take some serious measures to keep myself warm with food. You know, everything they say on the AA.
Can I give you a tip?
Don't eat yellow snow.
Well, apart from that, the wise man doesn't piss in the wind, as they say in Amsterdam. No, right down there we have the sea. So,
see?
If in Brighton, when you go to the sea, turn a right and then head for 15, 20 minutes, you hit Worthing.
See, this is the logistical problem, because if the camera did pan down there, you can't see the sea. So I end up going around in circles in these one-way systems. Well, who created these one-way systems in Brighton?
Green Party.
Okay.
Thanks very much. See you later.